you guys, man. It's in this room. I believe in it. I really, truly do. I believe we have every opportunity to take the next step, okay? One thing we got to do is we got to stop waiting for somebody else. Take it upon ourselves. Take it upon you, okay? Take it upon you. Please, take ownership, all right? Hey, you know, sometimes in this game, we play the game for specific reasons, okay? And sometimes we play it for our family and for our loved ones.
This ends what has been a class week for the Washington Redskins and Doug. Redskins are the world champions.
Our new head coach of the Washington Redskins, Coach Ron Rivera.
Hey, chance, baby, let's go!
Yes, sir! Washington changed its culture, changed its name, and went from picking second in the draft to finishing first in their division. The Washington football team has won the NFC East.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? You guys know what it is. I am CJ the Hog. This is DMV the Champ Brian, and this is the HOGside. It's a podcast about the Washington football team. Champ, man, what's going on, bro?
Brother, another week, another L. It's all I can say, man. Another week, another L.
Another week, another L, man.
Yes,
Listen,
sir.
it hasn't been nice here in Washington at all, but it's been a lot that's been going down in the last 24 to 48 hours. So,
pretty much 24 hours.
Man,
not even
24 hours,
man.
Yeah. 24 hours, man. It's just been crazy, man. Hey, man, you know what it is. Nick, what's up, man?
Nick, what's up, sir? Hey, Nick, matter of fact, this is Packer week.
Yeah, it's Packer week.
Let's invite Nick on, and let's Nick stay by the phone. We want to hear your opinion, sir. This is Packer week, and you're a Packers fan.
Stand by.
Yes, sir.
Throughout the show, we if you guys want to join us just for a quick little view on what you think that needs to happen here in Washington. If you're a Packers fan, definitely want to hear you. Just let us know. Go ahead, comment, and we'll definitely send you that invite to the inbox. All right. So without further ado, man, let's
get it started.
Let's get it started. Right. So what's been going on here in Washington? Man,
where do we start?
Let's talk about the emails. Let's talk about the emails right now. So apparently with the emails going on right now, I think at this point everybody's just waiting to see if Roger Goodell is just going to release the information, release the whole information about the case. You know, as far as with the Washington football team and the emails that's been going on with the organization, with the Raiders, with John Gruden getting fired, with the emails being sent between him and Dan Snyder and Bruce Allen. Now with the investigation, everybody's just waiting for Roger Goodell to just release the whole information about the investigation. And it's just been things that's been coming out, bits and pieces, from cheerleaders to the organization to money and things like that. And it's just like when you think that the culture is changing and the whole Dan Snyder and the previous organization that's been running it is like out the door slowly but surely, it's like a whole dark cloud just come back, and it's just like all this old stuff is just still happening. So, Chen, what was your thoughts, when you heard about these emails and now I'm hearing that, it's still going on. Like, even with most of the organization that was here previously is gone, it's still here. It's still going on.
Man, my take on it is, honestly, looking at it is like, I want the emails to come out. Just let them out, because it just feel like it's the way I personally feel. I feel like this email situation is tedious. That just to me personally, and the only reason why everybody's pressing the situation is because John Gruden had a relationship with Bruce Allen because they go back to Tampa Bay, so they were sharing emails. I already know Bruce Allen was a racist son of a gun, and already I don't like none of the Grudens. I can't stand him or his brother. They joke. So I personally feel like the emails things is they trying to. I wanted it out so we can move on, but if it's getting too deep, I think Daniel Snyder even need to just sign everything over to his wife and just do this, or just sell the team, man. You know what I'm saying? The dude from Amazon, Bezos, whatever his name is, he wants to buy a team, buy it. But you know what I'm saying? My thing is, I just feel like it's nothing but old dirt they swept under the rug, and somebody came and just lift the whole rug. I was like, you ain't clean this up. Like, that's how I personally feel.
Yeah. So it's been a lot, right? It's been a lot. So I guess we're waiting for more updates on this whole investigation thing. So throughout the week, you guys can check out our page at the HOGside on Facebook and Twitter. You guys can definitely check us out, and we'll be trying to give updates as far as this investigation goes. All right. Logic, what's up with you, man? What's up, Logic?
What's going on, sir? Thanks for checking in.
Let's move on. It is Pink October. It is Pink October. The NFL is wearing pink, and so due to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But let's talk about these injuries, right? Here's the injury list so far with Wednesday. These are the players who did not participate today. We have Sam Cosmi with the ankle injury, Antonio Gibson with the shin injury. Charles Leno is non-injury related. He's getting some rest.
Okay.
Terry McLaurin had a hamstring injury. Curtis Samuel groin injury. Brandon Scherf knee. Ricky Seals-Jones quad, and Cam Sims hamstring as well. Limited participation. Jonathan Allen, De'Ami Brown, and William Jackson all have a knee issues. So that's on the Washington side. On the Packers side, we have there's a bit of things that did not. There's a bit of players that did not participate. Dennis Kelly, the tackle. Josh Myers, the center. A back injury and a knee injury. Darnell Savage is in a concussion protocol.
Oh,
did not participate. Yeah, he did not participate today. Preston Smith, his oblique, did not participate as well. And then limited participation is Kevin King and Equanimus St. Brown. Equanimus St. Brown with full participation. So there's some craziness that's going on, right? There's some craziness going on. So I guess I'm a little excited for this Green Bay game.
Why?
I'm a little excited for this Green Bay game. Hear me out. The last time we played Green Bay in the regular season, we spanked them. In the regular season. No. In the regular season, I think we did beat them.
We played them last season. They beat us.
That was in the playoffs, right?
No,
it was a regular season.
No, that was a regular season.
Yeah,
and then the season before the
right. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah,
the season before that was Adrian Pierce and Alex Smith, because I was at that game and we spanked them.
Yeah, that was the game I was thinking about. Okay,
that's the last time. And remember, after that, we was going back and forth on them when we actually had a quarterback. Kirk Cousins used to go down there and tear Green Bay up. We don't have that.
It was Jermichael Finley. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nick said, God, I hope Kevin does play. Kevin King ain't bad. Kevin King ain't bad, man.
Nah, he ain't that bad.
Kevin King ain't bad. What's up, Drew? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in, man. So listen, this Green Bay game is going to be very interesting, right? Here's why. Hopefully there is a little bit of changes in the scheme that we're running, right? hopefully there's a little bit of changes in the scheme that we're running on offense and defense. Based off the press conference that we've seen today, it looks like, emphasis on the look. It looks like Ron Rivera is going to make some changes with the roster, and who will play, who will get the start, and who will be playing a backup on Sunday. So I'm laughing at Nick right now. He said he ain't bad for black and toast. But I don't know, Brian. What are you? You don't seem like you're very interested in this Packers game.
No, we're gonna lose. And the reason why is, first of all, AR-12 is my favorite quarterback, so I know what he's gonna do. And they smoking everybody ever since week 1, dog. They've been spanking everybody ass they played, dog. Like they beating them. So he's gonna carve us up in Green Bay. And then, like I said, the only way I will feel confident is if your boy will step up, but it's not even your boy. I can't even get mad at him now. Bro, the last two games back to back were lost due to coaching.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And I know you still got faith in Ron. I honestly don't. I'm done.
Well, here's the thing, right?
After today's interview with him, that man is a full of shit to me. I like him. I respect him as a human being.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that. So I'm going to let you finish. Yeah. So here's the thing. And you know how I feel about B Mitch. I'm not really a big fan of B Mitch because, sometimes, it just seems like, he just spewing out, words that doesn't make sense sometimes, right?
I have to disagree.
I mean, there was a recent take after the Chiefs game, and I was like, okay, he's making sense. And what he said is pretty much how I felt was after the Chiefs press conference. The Chiefs press conference. He was pretty much talking about how don't come to the press conference and as a coach and say that you liked everything that you saw on the field. That was bullshit. I mean, that's all it was. That's all it was. And I was a little upset when I saw the press conference myself. This is like, there was the things that I like to see, and I'm like, what did you like? What exactly did you like to see? I mean, yes, there were players who did step up when asked, but as a team collective, no, the effort was bad on both sides of the ball. The whole scheme, the offensive scheme, the defensive scheme was bad. Andy Reid completely outcoached Ron Rivera.
He outcoached Ron Rivera in the whole entire second half.
Eric Bieniemy outcoached Scott Turner. And the defensive coordinator, I keep forgetting his name. The Chiefs defensive coordinator, it just outcoached Jack Del Rio. And this is like people say, oh, but it's the Chiefs. I'm like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a football game. It's still a football game, right?
All right.
And when you come close to what happened in the Saints game, which is it was tied up at halftime, and then you lost the game in the second half. That was the same thing with this Chiefs game. Same thing with this Chiefs game. And then the whole
he's real. I went to see this dude play for the first time in person, bro. Sorry to cut you off. This Bama is real, bro.
I mean,
like I had excellent seats. I was sitting literally behind the goalpost. I could see everything.
I definitely agree. No, you absolutely right.
This dude ran the ball. It was 3rd and 7. He ran the ball to the side, and he was about to get hit. He didn't even move his arm. He flicked his wrist, and the ball went 5 yards to Travis Kelce for a first down, bro. Then you see the ridiculous juke he did to my boy Tim Settle. Tim Settle almost had him. He just juked him. It looked like he was having backyard football after the second half. And the whole first half of that game, the game was so odd and weird because he was throwing picks and the defense was getting turnovers, defense flying to the ball. And I was like, yo, where is going on? And then the whole halftime, after Dustin Hopkins missed that field goal, soon I knew he missed that field goal. I was like, this game is over. Because that game would have put us up by 6, and he missed it. And that's why he got cut today, bro. That momentum and everything changed when he missed the field goal. And it is the Chiefs. The defense sucked. But, dog, I need you to come out and just say it this time, just like I've been saying it since last year. Scott Turner ain't good.
Yeah.
He ain't good. He's not good.
Here's the thing that really upset me was the ceremony for me.
Oh, I'm not gonna mention that.
Yeah, I'm glad Sean Taylor got his recognition, but I think that they could have done a little bit better at how they handled the ceremony.
You can tell it was rushed.
Yeah,
I told you it was rushed. Clinton Portis was there. I did some videos and everything. I sent them to you. Clinton Portis was there. Joe Gibbs wasn't there. Sonny was there. Sonny didn't even really want to speak to nobody. It's like the halftime ceremony for Shantae was, to me, was disrespectful. That's just me.
I agree.
It was rushed. It was unprepared.
Nobody got a chance to talk. Yeah, nobody got a chance to
the
talk.
alumni
So
it just looked at rushed and unprepared.
Yeah. You know, so yeah, I mean, you know, but let's talk about this Packers game, right? So here's the 3 keys that Washington needs to do to try to win this game.
Understand? I'm listening.
Establishing the run game by some way.
I've been saying that since the Saints game.
Gotta establish a run. This ain't a game where you just slug it out and thinking that you're gonna get something out of it. You gotta establish the run. Even if you can't get the run game going, you gotta keep running the ball. That's just the name of the game. If Antonio Gibson can't cut it after the first 10 rushes, then you keep rushing them. You keep rushing them. And if he can't cut it, then you get the next man up, J.D. McKissic. But you gotta run the ball. You got to run the ball. You cannot establish a game without some type of running efficiency. And you can see that in the Chiefs game. Again, in the Chiefs game in the first half, they were trying to establish the run game, and they were doing very good. Second half came along, and they just acted like they just forgot how to run, and
they stopped running the ball. He threw screens the rest of the game. It was wide receiver screen, running back screen, wide receiver screen, running back screen.
I don't know what Scott Turner was thinking, you know. So I mean, Taylor Heineke, he tried his best. He was 24 for 39 for 182 yards, with 1 touchdown and 1 interception.
Against the worst defense in the NFL. Your boy Scott Turner can coach a scheme to beat the worst defense in the NFL. He's not his dad. He will never be his dad. He sucks. And I told you this since last year. This dude does not have no scheme. We have no scheme on offense. So, and the whole time, if you're a true Washington football team fan, our scheme is good. Always been good defense, running the ball. Our quarterback should not be throwing the ball no more than 35 times. Taylor Heineke is throwing the ball, averaging the ball about almost 50 passes a game, Slim. When you got a running back that's averaging over 5 yards a pop.
But see, here's the thing, though. Right? Here's the issue that really made me see a lot of things in the Chiefs game, is that at some point, if you don't get Tyreek Hill involved, who they're gonna go to next? Travis Kelce. Once Travis Kelce gets stopped a little bit, who they go to? Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill just found some type of energy in that second half. Obviously
Tyreek Hill didn't play until the mid of third quarter, and they set him out the whole entire game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Hardman was cooking us, Kelce was cooking us, and then Mahomes was cooking us with his legs. The defense, I'm not even gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. Is the defense giving up yards and still big plays here and there? Yes. But has the defense been progressing a little bit? Yes. Yes. Dog, they done had 6 turnovers in 2 football games. 6 turnovers in 2 football games, and we lose both games. Explain it.
But he's still giving up 400 to 500 yards in offense, though.
It's
And
a passing. It's an offensive league now.
I mean,
The Rams is putting up. The Rams is giving up the same amount of yards.
I mean, yeah, but when you consistently giving up 400 500 yards a game, you can't ask yourself, why are we losing? You can't ask yourself that.
That's part of the reason why we losing, but we also losing because we don't have a franchise QB. And no shade against my man Taylor Heineke. I like him. I'm still rocking with him for the whole year. I'll rock with him with this whole year, regardless of what. But we need a quarterback.
For the first time, I can say this is that for the first time, I don't think quarterback is the issue right now.
I don't think so either.
I don't think quarterback is our issue right now. I think the issue.
We do need that dog, though. We need that dog regardless.
Let's address the elephant in the room is the coordinators. Let's address the elephant in the room. The coordinators are dragging this team down. And like I said, the bye week coming through. The trade deadline is coming past.
Man, they about to have this Bama Kyle Allen put in at quarterback. And once he comes in, I'm done. I'm just gonna watch the games as a normal fan. I'm done. I can't stand him. They're gonna put Kyle Allen in.
I don't think so. I think right now Taylor Heineke hasn't done anything to lose his job.
That's how I feel. But I'm telling you, from what I seen at the Chiefs game, they was about to put him in the Chiefs game. He was on the sideline throwing the ball to the other players. He was warming his arm up. I'm telling you what I saw.
Yeah, I doubt it. I think, honestly, if anything, I think because the game was already out of reach and it was just the time like, all right, we're not going to risk Taylor Heineke anymore. Let's go ahead and put Kyle Allen in. I think they're trying to preserve Taylor Heineke as much as possible. But here we will be in Lambeau Field, right? We will be at Lambeau Field. It's going to be cold. It might snow. So how can they prepare for this type of weather, right? On the defensive side, I think you just have to be insanely aggressive. I think they just need to be aggressive right now. They need to get their hands on Aaron Rodgers. Even if you don't get the sack, they need to hit him a few times. They need to get Aaron Rodgers rattled a little bit so where he throws interceptions. We've seen how he reacts. We've seen how his reaction was, when he played the Saints. We've seen the reaction there. We just need to be able to rattle him that way. Now, this ain't the Saints defense that I'm talking about. This ain't the Saints defense walking to Lambeau Field this week. Okay, let me say that. But I think that this defense has the talent to show that they can rush just like they were rushing last season. And just like Brian Mitchell said, this ain't the team. There's no hunger. There's no hunger on the field anymore. There is no extra effort being put out on the field anymore. Everybody has to be held accountable.
Yep.
Regardless if you like them or not, everybody has to be held accountable. Taylor Heineke, Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Cole Holcomb. Those guys got to be held accountable because sometimes it's that one play that you miss that stretches the field a little bit more. Third down conversions. Should be no reason why you 3rd and 19 and you can't stop a third down. It's crazy. It's crazy. And while we're talking about the Packs, I got my buddy Nick here. Waiting. We're gonna bring him in. He's a Packers fan, so we're gonna greet him with open arms, and then we're gonna throw cheese at him. All right.
Oh wow.
We're gonna throw cheese at him. Yeah. Nick, what is going on, man?
What's up, man? I just spilled my Taco Bell. I'm a pretty fat person right now.
Oh man.
Gotta have a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So Nick, what's going on, man? I want to first thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to join us, man.
Oh,
he watches us every week, bro.
He watches every week, so I definitely appreciate that. So when we realized that we were playing the Packers, I was like, "Yo," Champ was like, "We got to get Nick on for the week." We got to see what Nick think about this week and how it's going to play out. I'm pretty sure you know that y'all going to win, right?
Well, that's hurtful because as a devout Packers fan of 26 years now, I have learned to consistently be disappointed with my football team. So, is there a chance we'll win? Maybe, but I don't know. We'll see.
Nick, you know y'all want to do this. It's not even a question about it. Y'all beating us. Y'all spanking our ass.
Well, we don't have Jair, so that sucks. Preston's hurt. Zadarius is hurt, so we got a rookie middle linebacker, 2 free agent outside linebackers. We don't have our starting left tackle or left guard, so we'll see.
So let me ask this. Do you think that not having Dennis Kelly and Josh Myers, do you think that hurts that offensive line a little bit?
I think not having Josh Myers hurts a lot. I mean, he's a rookie, but from the games I've seen, he's played fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
But not so much the other guy. I think not having Jenkins or Bakhtiari, I don't even know if Jenkins is playing right now, but not having him, those are killers. Because I think
Dude, he got one of the best quarterbacks in the league, one of the best running backs in the league, one of the top best receiver in the league. They spanking our ass. The only thing that I question is y'all got Joe Barry. That's the only thing.
That's what
defense is looking better, Brian. Maybe
Really?
he just didn't have the talent.
Joe Barry. Hold on, but Joe Barry was a defensive dude with. Well, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
You know what?
He has a point. He has a point.
Joe Barry, yes, he has the talent on the team now, right?
What's our defense rank this year?
I think it's actually top 15, which is weird.
Yeah.
For Joe Barry, that's weird.
Yeah.
He's always at the bottom.
I know.
Well, it's two Washington, former organization members that's running that team. You got the head coach, you got Matt LaFleur, and then now you got Joe Barry running the defense. So,
by the way, thank you for that. Appreciate that new head coach. Appreciate that.
Yes, it's
Mike McCarthy out there.
The crazy thing is when Matt LaFleur went over to the Titans, he was the offensive coordinator for the Titans for a while. And then when they gave Vrabel the keys to Tennessee, Matt LaFleur was like, hey, I kind of wanted a job, so I'm going to go to Green Bay. And he's in Green Bay now, and he
made the best decision.
He made the best decision. Same thing with Sean McVay.
That hurts every time I hear his name. So that's like that's like one of the finest girlfriends you can have, and then when y'all break up, you hear her name, it just makes you sad. It just makes you angry. We had one of the best guy in our building. He got our offense ranked number 3 that year. They let him walk out the building with no hesitation, and he took our whole staff and took them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, definitely. Nick, I want to ask you something though.
What's up?
So, in Green Bay, right?
The greatest stadium in the world. Yes.
It's going to be in Lambeau Field. I'm sure you know that there is some history with Washington and Green Bay.
Barely, but yeah.
Barely. But, as playoffs and regular season, we had some wars.
True.
I mean,
we had some wars.
I think you beat us once when we were decent. I think, you beat us once in the playoffs, I think, which was...
Oh, I was about to say, we beat y'all twice during the regular season.
No,
we played y'all in the playoffs.
You beat us once in the playoffs, which was a lucky fluke. So that one.
When we played y'all in the playoffs?
Oh no, sorry, I'm talking about regular season. My fault. You beat us once in the regular season when we had James Starks as a running back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I forgot about James Stark.
Yeah, he was.
I forgot about James Stark, man.
The other time I don't really remember because it was like 20 years ago or something like that. So.
Hold on. No. We beat y'all twice. We beat y'all with Alex Smith, and we beat y'all with Kirk Cousins.
The body bag.
One of the times we played y'all, the time we played y'all with Alex Smith, Adrian Peterson played, and he ran for over 100 yards on y'all, and I was there at that game. But Aaron Rodgers wasn't fully healthy. He was
Then
hurt.
it was the Kirk Cousins game, the body
Well,
bag
Sunday
game.
Night Football, that was like one of the best games I seen in
That's
balls
what I
now.
called it. No, we also beat them when Jermichael Finley was playing. Yeah,
that's when James Starks was playing. And
yeah.
people thought he
That was the Kirk Cousins jump then.
That was the body bag game when Aaron Rodgers got hurt, Jermichael Finley got hurt, and it was all bad. It was all bad for Green Bay.
I don't see us beating Green Bay no more.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
you will next year.
I'm
when we play each other
optimistic.
again for some unknown
Next
reason.
year, I'm optimistic about this Week 7 game.
That's sad. This is probably the first game I'm just like, yeah, we're losing.
Listen, I'm a little optimistic about this Week 7 game. Here's why. I don't think we're gonna lose all these games against these contending matchups, right? I think we're gonna at least beat one of these guys. We wasn't able to beat the Chiefs. We have the Bucks.
We should have beat the Chiefs. We should have beat the damn Saints.
I am as less optimistic as us winning against the Bucks than I am.
I want that game more than anything.
Yeah, I want the game, but seeing how they have just been very efficient since Week 1, I don't know. Like they have a really tight ran system there in Tampa.
You guys beat the Bucks, I think. I mean, by the way,
Nick, let me ask you a question. After Week 1, the debacle with Week 1, me and you spoke. We spoke about that.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since then, y'all been kicking ass. Can you honestly tell me you don't have this feeling that y'all going? I smell y'all going to be in the last 4. Y'all going to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, I have no doubt in my head we're going to the NFC Championship game. I don't think we're getting past it.
I think y'all would. It depends on who it is.
I think
now if y'all playing that cheating ass Tom Brady, if y'all got to play cheating ass Tom Brady again, then no, because y'all playing the refs.
I mean, that's
but I personally think y'all a better team than them. Though. I personally think y'all a better team than them. Y'all smoking people out. Tom is getting by. They're getting by.
I mean that Buccaneers defense, though. I mean it's letting people down. So
Nick,
you guys beat it, but I think who's your backup besides Heineke?
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
Kyle Allen.
We're not gonna talk about that.
You guys need to start Kyle Allen.
Hell no.
Yeah, trust me. Yeah, trust me. Kyle Allen, trust me.
He's trash. He's reckless. He's trash. I'm telling you, Kyle Allen is in.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. Yes, start him. He's so much better than Heineke. He's ceiling.
Nah, I have to disagree on that one. I have to disagree on that one.
It would be better if you guys signed, what's that boy's name? Chad Kelly or something like that out of Mississippi or Ole Miss. Came out.
No, I'm good. Talking about Chip Kelly's son?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
No. Who's that? Yeah, him.
You talking about John? You talking about John Kelly? Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
Jim Kelly, grandson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
I'm good. I'm good.
He's still a free agent, but
I'm good.
He actually showed talent.
I like Taylor Heineke, man.
I'm good. I like Heineke. You know, I think Nick just want an easy win. He just doesn't want to see Taylor Heineke. That's all. Nick doesn't want no parts to Taylor Heineke right now.
Margin win.
Oh man, he was like, Kyle Allen. Have you seen Kyle play?
Who the Bills start before? What's his face? Josh Allen.
Man, the Bills was going through quarterbacks like we going through quarterbacks.
Tyrod Taylor.
Honestly, though, that might be a move for y'all. Sign Tyrod and just letting him run this team.
Man, he's like a black Alex Smith, though, man.
But you know what he also does is he gives
win
birth
games
to franchise quarterbacks. And
that is true. That is true.
Man, I'm all in for the Deshaun Watson thing now, man. This is Vidal Cam Newton. He's a dog.
Speaking of that, let's talk about that a little bit. Rumor mill. Watson.
Peace out, boys.
All right, Nick. It was very fun having you, man. You have a good one. All right, man.
Peace.
All right.
So let's talk about the rumor right now. So rumor has it is that Watson could be in Miami in a couple of weeks, and Tua will be traded here in like some type of 3-team trade. I'm not sure who's the other team that will be involved in this, but Tua could be here in Washington. Some Miami fans is like, okay, let's do it. Some Miami fans is like, no, they don't want it. What is your thoughts on this? Like, I'm not gonna lie. This is the only reason why I would accept Tua is it takes away. Hold on, wait, listen, hear me out before you say this. We're not gonna get Deshaun Watson. Here's why. Ron Rivera is already stubborn, as it is already. He's already cheap. You really think that we're gonna get Watson for cheap? Is that what I'm asking? So we're gonna have to
he's cheaper than what he was at first. Like nobody's not. He's definitely Texas is definitely not getting 3 first rounders now. No.
Yeah, but still, it's still costly though. You're talking Montez Sweat. You're talking maybe Jamin Davis. You talking maybe somebody like Terry McLaurin. Trust me, it's costly. It's costly.
All you do is give up 2 first rounders and they pick one player, and I give them Deron Payne. You get Deron Payne and 2 firsts, I call it a deal. We got too much depth at D-line. I think the Texans would say that they need defense. They need help. They ain't got nobody on the line no more. Like J.J. Watt. They ain't got nobody really flashy on the line. So they will take that with 2 first rounders. I'll take that.
Here's the thing though. Tua, here's what I'm saying about Tua though. Just a 3rd round, maybe a low tier player that Miami can plug in. It's less.
First of all, I would never give up a 3rd round for Tua. If it's anything more than a 5th round, I'm out of that.
Whoa,
that's what he's worth.
Whoa, hold on. This is Tua that we're talking about.
I don't give a damn. What has he done, bro? What has he done?
The offensive line is.
He's not a Pro Bowl player.
Though.
He's not a Pro Bowl player.
First off, let me say this. You got to understand what Tua has been through since he's been in the league, right? One, they threw him to the Wolves after benching Ryan Fitzpatrick, right? Mm-hmm. They threw him to the Wolves with the crazy matchup. I believe it was against Tampa when they decided to bench Fitzpatrick and put in Tua. The next opponent was the Bucs, if I'm not mistaken. You threw him to the Wolves already. And the offensive line was trash. Let's just be honest. The offensive line of Miami is a dumpster fire. I mean,
the organization and the coaching, he's still check it. When he started, I think he still won like 4 or 5 games or something as a starter.
But that was mostly their defense last season, though.
Exactly.
They lost. Hold away. But what I'm saying is that offensive line, and you gotta forget, he didn't have his weapons. He didn't have as many weapons last season either. Preston Williams was injured.
I like him.
Yeah, Preston Williams, he was injured. They lost their other wide receiver. And so now the offensive line, every time, like I've been watching Miami, every time that ball snapped, the offensive line crashes immediately. He doesn't have the time to get the ball.
Yeah, but he got a hell of a lot of weapons in Miami. You got 2 super fast receivers. You got an upcoming top 5 tight end.
But he got to be able to get the ball off, though. He got to be able to get the ball off. And every time he hike the ball, the offensive line crashes. The offensive line is a dumpster fire. And I think
you honestly, would give up a 3rd round for Tua?
I mean, 3rd round better than 2 first rounders, if you ask me.
Man, I'm taking something that I know for a fact. If we give up them 2 first rounders and Deron Payne for Deshaun Watson, and if Deshaun Watson is able to play, and I know what type of what type of caliber he is. I know what I can get out of him compared to a dude you don't really know. He hasn't even played a full season.
That's a big if.
And you talking about giving up a 3rd round for an unproven player? Giving up a 3rd round for an unproven player.
I wouldn't say unproven.
He's unproven.
I wouldn't say he's unproven.
He has to play the whole season.
Here's what Tua brings to any team, right? Speed, quick knowledge of a playbook. He has a quick release. Like I said, in Miami, the offensive line is a dumpster fire right now.
Okay.
So giving up 2 first rounders and a top tier player on our defense or offense for Watson is crazy. It's crazy.
All right, I'm looking at it your way. I
And
know what I'm
honestly,
getting out of Watson. Watson
and
has won 2 or 3 division titles, has been to a divisional playoffs twice, and you want to give up a third rounder for a dude who hasn't played a whole season yet.
But hear me out. Those 2 first rounds could be a franchise player for us that we're giving away. I'm just saying. Just think about it. Think about it.
You want us to continue to be mediocre. I see that.
No,
we need a dog.
No, listen.
Tua is not the answer.
We were able to change the offense a little bit with Taylor Heineke. Imagine what we can do with Tua Tagovailoa.
We got a shitty offensive coordinator. What are you talking about?
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm listening to what you're saying, but you ain't understand what I'm saying. This is the same.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing. With Tua, he's cheap.
You sound like Ron Rivera.
No. Hold up. This is what I'm saying. He's cheap. Not only that, he's cheap.
He's young. He's younger.
He's younger. And it takes away from actually going out here and searching for a quarterback in the next draft. I get that Watson also serves that purpose as well. But Watson, he might get cleared for his charges. But he still have to deal with the NFL regardless.
Yeah.
So he might not play this season and next season. If Roger Goodell make things so. I mean, you got to think about it.
I wouldn't say that.
He can get suspended for 6 games next season still. Even if he can't play this season, he can still get suspended for 6 games for not only violating.
He hasn't been found guilty on anything at the moment.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't have to be found guilty on any charges.
But I'm saying is you rather take an unproven commodity and because he's cheaper, and I know for a fact this dude's gonna come here and do the same shit. If he has better weapons over in Miami, minus the line, you're gonna keep throwing this O-line thing, and I love the O-line. I understand that part. You can't really do too much about the O-line.
Listen,
I understand it.
They lost two of their best offensive linemen inside of the offseason.
He has Will Fuller. He has Will Fuller, Waddle, and Gesicki.
But he got to be able to get the ball off to them in time, though. I mean, I'm just saying.
You can't keep using that as excuse. The line stopped you even last year. If he was so good, then why the hell are they trying to get rid of him for Watson? I'll wait. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Because the Miami organization is trash. Just throwing that out there.
Bruh.
I'm just saying, bruh.
If you was so good and he's cheaper, they would have kept him and kept building the line around him. They already seen enough from him. They ready to ship him on. You're talking about
You're talking about the same organization that took so long to pay the best cornerback in the league. Arguably.
They took so long. Go ahead. I'll let you have it. Go ahead.
Took so long to re-sign your franchise cornerback. You took so long. Didn't want to pay him. You didn't want to pay him until he went out to the media, fined him for it, and say, you know what? Since we're taking money from him, let's go ahead and give him the max deal. That organization that's what you're talking about right now.
And that's the same organization that gave him an extension contract the year before he just re-signed again.
Hey, because he's earned it. He's earned it.
Yeah, he's earned it. But dog, okay. That's like you going to work, you coming to work on time, you're their best employee, and they just come to you, they be like, yo, we about to give you a raise. And then you do over more work or whatever, you put in extra overtime, you're gonna go to them again, and after they just gave you a raise, you're gonna go to them next month like, hey, I need another raise. Yeah. Is that how life works? Tell me if that's how life works.
This is not life we're talking about. This is the NFL, and this is the NFL we're talking about.
It's a job.
I mean, it's a job.
I agree with you. He is the best corner in the league. He's one of the top best corners in the league. I agree with you on it.
It's a difference.
He just signed a deal. That's the same thing we had to deal with Trent Williams, bro.
That defense wouldn't be the same without him.
Bro, that'll be the same thing we did with Trent Williams, bro. We just gave Trent Williams an extension. He goes to the Pro Bowl and All Pro or whatever. He wants to get paid.
We were just having the same thing. Oh no, wait. We were just having the same conversation last season when we were talking about this defensive line, right? About why Jonathan Allen hasn't been re-signed yet. Right? He got re-signed this in the offseason. Max deal.
Just because
Not
he
max
earned
deal.
that.
He earned it, right?
Yeah.
But
But they
that's
didn't
because
go and
wait.
sign him a contract extension, then turn around the next year and did it again. You get what I'm saying?
But
You're not
he
going to
earned it
find that
though.
in no job.
I get it. But what I'm saying is this is the same organization that you're talking about that decided to bench Ryan Fitzpatrick out of nowhere.
They dysfunctional like we are.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, I don't think
So
it's
you think they're
necessarily
making a
Tua.
mistake?
I think they are making a mistake. I think what they need to do is build this offensive line for Tua. And I guarantee you will see the same Tua that we seen in Alabama. This ain't college football, but this kid needs an offensive line.
So if
Same
he
thing.
comes, if we trade and get him here, he's going to be a better player.
Yes, with the offensive line that we have.
I like to see it.
If Taylor Heineke can manage with the offensive line that we have, I think Tua. And honestly, but his let's be real. Washington is not interested in Watson or Tua right now. They are okay with Taylor Heineke. They are okay with how things are going with Taylor Heineke. I give it about 3 weeks though. That's when Ryan Fitzpatrick is cleared to play again. I'm still sticking on that. Ryan Fitzpatrick, by week 10, will be the quarterback under center. I'm just throwing that out there. So
I mean, I don't want to, but if it is what it is, man. It's like now everything is out of desperation, and because Ryan knows what's up. Me personally, last year, you know how me and you we kept it real. Last year we kept it real. They overdid some expectations for me and you. I still always, even the beginning of this year, I thought this team maybe could take a step forward. They seemed like they had a game plan and everything, but correct me if I'm wrong. It might still be too early. I'm just starting to think this is too much for Ron and Del Rio. I feel like they're getting out coached a lot, and their scheme is not up to par with the new NFL. From what I'm seeing,
I don't think that. Here's what I think, right?
Because a lot can change in a year, which we see that.
I'm about to tell you my idea. So last season, right? What happened? What happened last season in the NFL? What happened? COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody got a chance to practice. Nobody got a chance to really have camp. So the teams who are used to coming in, having camp, sitting down, getting to know players, you see how bad they did last season. Versus this season, with the off season, training camp, and everything else, now you see the teams who are used to winning, having the off season and things like that, they are winning. They are back in the zone. The Bills, the Browns. I mean, throwing it out there. You know, I think that this season is different. One, because there are not players that were here last season. There aren't players who were here last season that we're so used to seeing. I think the scheme is changing a little bit because of the players that we've brought in. And think things are just trying. I think we're still trying things out, and things aren't coming together as easy as they thought it was. And at this point, it's time to stop trying things out and just go with what you got. Go with what you got.
Okay. Now listen to what you're just saying. I agree with you on some of it to an extent, but hear me on this too. You speak of COVID last year. This team didn't practice, didn't have no OTAs, and they actually went out every single damn week last year and competed, win or lose.
Let me say
now
this.
They had training camp, OTAs, all this going on, and it looks the opposite.
Because they're tired.
It looks like the whole team regressed
because
compared to last year. compared to last year, they had limited resources and they competed very well. We actually looked like a complete team. We looked like a team last year. This year, it looks like everybody is trying is on something different and it's not working.
Yeah.
So you go from dealing with the COVID, no practice, no nothing. You got a top 3 defense.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Then you go from having OTAs, preparation, and everything. You would think common sense from a normal person that, hey, if y'all came in with nothing last year, imagine what y'all can be if y'all actually have, practice time, OTAs, and everything. That team has regressed.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is, though, right? This is what it is. What it is that during COVID, they were face to face on the tablet. Going over plays with the coaches, things like that. So you were obligated. You couldn't do nothing else but sit there and look at your teammate on the tablet, back and forth, until they got a little open with it. It was like, hey, you guys can come back to practice, do all that. And at the time, you already built that bond because you're face to face. You had to be face to face on the tablet. It's not that same time anymore. Everything is open now, so everybody going their own separate ways. It's not as tight knit as it used to be. This is what it is.
It's just a regression completely.
I agree.
That don't make no sense. It's a huge regression. And like I said, I like Jack Del Rio. He's normally have a very decent, solid coaching background check, especially with defense. And like I said, I'm trying to be patient, get his team to week 8. But it's just like I'm seeing the same mistakes. And then once again, why you have Landon Collins in here checking Tyreek Hill in the slot? Like I'm telling you, everything I seen last week, and I'm just sitting there, and I called everything, bro. I swear on everything. And then the part, it's like my experience this weekend was, I'm not gonna fake. Out of a lot of football games I've been going to, this game right here was lit. And the reason why I felt like this game was lit because there was actually some Washington football team fans in there. Yeah, everybody was there for the Sean Taylor ceremony, but man, we had that. We was rocking like that. I was looking around. I was like, I never seen this stadium like this in a minute. Like we was like the defense was getting hyped when we was on third down. The whole stadium stomping and rocking defense. I had fun with that. But then what hurt my feelings is I'm sitting with a whole bunch of Kansas City people as well. Dog, they just shitting on our stadium. They explained, like, I had people in front of me. They was like, dude, why is y'all seat so tiny and small? Why is this like this? And I'm just like, man, welcome. All I told them was like, welcome to FedEx Field. It's been like this. And it's just like, I want to get that same experience these people get. You go to travel and go to other team stadiums and get the experience. Dog, like the stuff I'm hearing Kansas City folks were saying, dog, I was just like, this is embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Like our food is expensive. They talking about everything, all the crazy stuff. It's just my experience with dealing with that. But
the crazy thing is, when you said that, it brought me back to the Falcons game. And a buddy of mine, he went to the Falcons game, and he was showing me the prices of the concession stand.
It's disrespectful.
Hot dog was $2. Popcorn was $3.
The drinks refillable.
Yeah, drinks refillable. Soda's $4. And I'm like, damn.
The lady in front of me, she had a can. It was like a can alcohol. It was an alcohol fruity beverage. It was in a can. She spent $15. She spent $15 for it. She was like, dude, if we was back in Kansas City, I could have got me something to eat and a beverage for all the money I just spent here. And then, like I said, our seats are so tiny, and it's like their experience was it was horrible. And then, like I said, that stadium was rocking till after halftime. Then after halftime, it was all Kansas City. And every time Mahomes did a play, everybody, you just look around, you see all the fans doing this. That's their little thing they do in Kansas City, and they make their little noise to go with it. And I was just like, yeah, it's time for me to go.
So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And when you look at the coaches and you look at the players feed off the coaches.
Yes, sir.
Just like Brian Mitchell said, if you keep telling these players that they're doing good when they're not doing good, you're gonna get the same results every week. So
He ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, I guess. I don't know.
look, I'm gonna say what I said. I'm gonna say what I said last after the Chiefs game. Screw their feelings. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you Chase Young. I don't care if you Montez Sweat. Step up. Step up now. Or you gonna be benched. Landon Collins. I don't want to play linebacker. Too damn bad. Too damn bad. If you don't want to play,
I put his ass on the trade block ASAP.
man, it's just
Trade
crazy.
block ASAP.
But man, I just hope things turn around, and I hope it turn around starting here in week 7 in Lambeau Field. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but I guess we'll see. Moving on. Speaking of Landon Collins, today in the press conference, they asked about Landon Collins, and Rivera says that he likes the idea of Landon Collins being that linebacker. And because he does so well of seeing the screen effectively and playing in that box, is that now is the time that he can definitely sit back and definitely play that linebacker role in the will. You know what I'm saying? You can play the will. And I've been saying this, and like, why hasn't it happened yet? Like, I get that Ron right now looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, like you said. But I think it's this. Ron is stubborn. We know this. We know Ron Rivera is stubborn. Okay, we know this. He's been stubborn in Carolina, and he's still that same stubborn coach here in DC.
And he think we are the Washington Panthers. Go ahead.
No, I didn't say all that.
No, that's where we are. That's
But
exactly where we are.
I think with Ron Rivera right now, I'm not going to make a drastic change yet because there are some things that needs to change, but I want to try this out first and see what happens. And it's just like minor changes that he tries to make. But now, I'm telling you, it's Wednesday. By Friday, you're gonna see some crazy things. You're gonna see some crazy updates that Ron Rivera has made, or after this week 7 game, you're gonna see a lot of changes. It's going to be some changes. People ain't gonna like them, but we're gonna definitely see some changes.
I'll probably be the person that ain't gonna like it. Because if I see Kyle Allen is coming in to start, I'm just gonna be like this. That's it.
I don't think there's gonna be no changes with quarterback. I think Ron Rivera is sold right now on Taylor Heineke. Until there is something where Fitzpatrick just comes in. All right. Moving on. Dustin Hopkins get the pink slip. Dustin Hopkins got released, and the Washington football team has signed Chris Blewett to practice squad and activated him to the 53-man roster. Who is Chris Blewett, you ask? I wish I could tell you because I don't know.
The dude hasn't kicked the football since 2016, and he used to be the kicker for Pitt in college.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that was upset, and people's like, oh, but Dustin Hopkins, he wasn't bad. I'm like, listen, it's not that Dustin Hopkins was missing field goals. It was the missed opportunities.
Yeah.
His replacement, his replacement might not be as good when you look at the stat sheets. Might not be as good, but right now, I'm like, he had to go. I get it.
I want to him guy since the Giants game.
Like, and I keep trying to get people to realize that Giants game was saved. He was saved. Because let's be honest.
Man, we would have been, man. We would have lost that, John Slim.
Rivera gave him the benefit of the doubt. You made the field goal after you lost the game. So we'll keep you here for a couple of weeks. You did good the next game against the Falcons. I think you was 4 for 5. Did good. And then you come around to the Saints and you miss 2 extra points back to back, and then a field goal. You missed a field goal, and then the Chiefs game, where we needed you to kick a field goal to get the momentum before halftime. What happens? You missed it, and you deflate the whole momentum with the team. So yes, Dustin Hopkins, you get to get released. You don't have a place on this team anymore. I appreciate you for all you've done in Washington when you first got here, but you haven't been the same since you got injured. Let's call it what it is. You signed Chris Blewett. It's going to be fun.
So that Bama has the worst name ever because if he misses a field goal, they're gonna be like, "He blew it." So you signed him with a horrible name. That's all I'm gonna put.
Yeah. I don't know what's worse, Blewett or Blankenship. You know, I don't know what's worse. But I mean, I don't know, man.
It had to be done, and all we could do is keep our fingers crossed. I never seen this dude kick. This dude never kicked in a regular NFL game, so hell with it.
Yeah,
you just gotta say hell with it now.
Ron Rivera did say they did put him in some situations in tryouts where he had to kick a 50-plus yarder, and he made 2 out of 3. That's all you need from me. That's all you need from me. Because I'm not gonna lie. Hey, look, that's all you need from me. You asked Dustin Hopkins
to make 2 out of 3 50 yards.
I mean, what you want me to do?
Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro.
You asked Dustin Hopkins to make 2 out of like at least.
All I know is we already know how this game is gonna go. Just like the rest of our kickers, he's gonna be our next Graham Gano. He's gonna come back and hunt us and beat our ass with his leg. Watch, he's gonna get a job. I have a feeling he's gonna get a job.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
He only missed 2 kicks out of this whole season, 2 field goals. He's 12 out of 14.
Yeah, but those has also been 30 or under. Maybe 140 plus. Maybe 140 plus.
This is the thing that blew me. Even when he was at the Chiefs game, both of those field goals he made he made a 49-yard field goal, and then I think he made a 46 or a 42, and then he turned around and missed the other one, the last one to put us up 16-10.
That 51-yarder.
He missed that
51-yarder. Yeah, it's like we can't kick a 50-yarder. It's okay. We need a 50-yard field goal kicker. We do. But
we ain't got no what's your call kicker, though? We ain't got no. There's only one Justin Tucker, dog. Everybody else is just And
Josh Lambo is pretty good. Yeah, Josh Lambo, Young Hoku.
Yeah, Young Hoku, he all right.
Yeah, you know, but I'm interested to see Chris Blewett.
We got Blewett. We're gonna see if he's gonna kick it or blew it. We're gonna find
out. Hot takes from the Hog. Man. I think I said all my hot takes during the show. But
yeah, we pretty much did.
Yeah. Hot takes from the Hog. We're gonna make a splash before the trade deadline, and that splash will be, you know who I'm calling. I think we're gonna go ahead and make a trade for a cornerback. And one of those cornerbacks is going to be on 3 teams. The Bucks.
Shit, I don't want no corner for the Bucks. Go ahead.
The Bucks, the Bills, and the Browns.
The Browns I can see, but their corners be injury prone.
I think we're gonna go ahead. I think we're gonna go for Greedy Williams.
Healthy though, man.
I know.
But see, this is another thing. This is another thing. Greedy is not a zone corner.
It's fine.
He's a man corner, just like William Jackson is, and they got this nigga playing zone. You're not using this man to his full strength. He's a press corner. When you go back and watch his games at Cincinnati, he was a man press corner. They got him running zone the whole time. He has not ran. I know the only time he ran man was the San Diego game, and that's when he made an interception off. The rest
Right.
every week has been zone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired. It's coaching. It's obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all the hot takes I have. Yeah, that's all the hot takes I have. I done said all my hot takes during the during the
Fact,
show.
facts,
You know what I'm saying?
facts.
So definitely let's move on. Heineke or Fitzmagic? Will
Me with
Heineke remain the starter or will Fitzmagic take over when available?
Heineke remain the
Um
starter. Heineke remain the starter.
you know what I said.
Oh no, you want to see Fitzpatrick now? I think you probably might be
Not
tired of saying Heineke now.
not that I want to see. It's not that I want to see Fitzmagic. I just know for a fact they will give Fitzpatrick the keys again when he's healthy. I just know for a fact. Especially if Taylor Heineke doesn't progress more than he has been with these next few games. This Bucks game will be very interesting after week 7. It's gonna be very interesting. It's very interesting.
Man, I know they're gonna cheat this nigga, man. Man, I just like I said, I want that game so bad. It's because we got screwed in the playoffs against him on some calls, and I know they're gonna do it again. So it is what it is, man. I just want this team to win some games, man. That's all I want.
That's true, but I like Taylor Heineke. Like I said, there's just a few things that I don't like about him, and I just hope that he gets better at. But it seems like
Like
he's
what?
not
Like what?
getting rid of the ball.
You feel like he holds the ball too long?
I think he does, and it's because he wants to make a play, and
That's
I
not it.
love that about him.
That's not it though.
I love that about him. But what I think that he holds the ball is, he gets lost. Once if all the corners is shutting down every wide receiver on their routes, he gets lost. He don't know. He doesn't
I
know
was
what to
just
do.
about to say that. He goes through his progressions very good. Like he goes through all his progressions. Like I said, even at the Kansas City game when they rotated Phil and I'm watching behind him, I can see the only part that pissed me off, and I also think this comes to Scott, because they moved Terry around a lot in the slot, which something I didn't see that him be in the slot that much. But dog, every time he was on the outside, he was one-on-one, and Tyrann Mathieu was not blinking and over the top. He was literally one-on-one. They run a slant. I was like, dude, I would have audible out of that job. I'm like, dude, 21 can't check you, and you ain't got Matthew on. Dog, it was so many Skins fans that we can literally see Terry McLaurin open on the left side, but you could tell Taylor Heineke was doing what Scott Turner said because he never paid attention to the left side at all. He ran the play to the right side, just like there was times when Kirk Cousins was playing, and then they found out like Kirk was doing exactly what the coaches were telling him. They'll tell him to look only on one specific side of the field. Don't worry about the other side. I really feel like Taylor Heineke was doing it. He was looking all to his right, trying to throw the ball, and then he was missing. Like when he did throw the Terry on 1-on-1, missed Terry. I'm just like, oh my gosh. So it's like, I see the reason why he holds the ball a lot, especially in the second half, he was holding the ball, bruh, it was no receivers open. I'm looking at what he's looking at. There was no receivers open. And then when he tried to scramble out to force a ball, that's when he makes mistakes. Because like you said, when the covers is blinking and everybody, instead of him just taking off and running then, he sit there and hold the ball trying to find somebody to get open. And like I said, we lucky Chris Jones wasn't playing.
Exactly. So, I mean, I like Taylor Heineke. Like I said, the kid is good, but
He shows flashes. Am I sold on him being a franchise QB yet? No, I'm still no. I just want to see what he can do. Give him his chance. Give him his shot. We know what we're gonna get from Fitzpatrick. We know. I want to see what this kid can do. Let him play. Fuck it. Let him play. We need to actually give a quarter. If you ever sit here and think about it, CJ, we never give quarterbacks time to develop. I mean, period. Josh Allen in Buffalo stanked it up for like what, a year or two? But you've seen flashes from him. Look at him now. Look at him now. For the past 2 years, look at him now. We need to actually start. That's why I was like, man, I'm at the point right now usually I'll be like, man, switch quarterbacks. I'm done with that. Because like you said earlier, I don't feel like the quarterbacks is the damn problem. It's really,
not.
to me, it's coaching. You getting out coached. Your
So
coordinators are getting out coached. You're getting out coached.
I think at this point, you need somebody to blame. And who's more to blame than the quarterback?
Ron. To me, it's Ron. Ron and his Carolina Panther staff. Ron.
So let me ask you this.
Sure.
Do you think, I get that head coaches have the end-all say of the coordinators and if they have a job on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you think right now Ron doesn't want to fire these guys because he feel as though that it can get better? Because honestly, I'm over Scott Turner. I'm not really over.
That's your man's though. You like Scott Turner. That's your man.
No, hold on, wait. I like some of the things.
Bro.
I like some of the things that he brings, but there's a such thing. There's a saying that goes, too much of one thing is bad. And he does too much of passing. You don't stretch the field out the way you're supposed to. And right now, as far as on the defensive side, I'm not over Jack Del Rio yet, but there is going to come a time where you can't just keep getting beat by 400, 500 yards in offense.
I agree with you, bro. No question.
You just can't keep allowing that to happen. I'm just surprised that we're not the bottom. We're not at the bottom as far as defense right now, at the very bottom.
Where were we ranked at?
Probably 20? Like 20, 22, 23, maybe 24.
Right, because of this last 2 games with all those turnovers and sacks. That's the only reason I can see we went up a little bit. Now, let me ask you a question. I want you to think. Let me give you a scenario. I'm not saying it's real, and this is also for the fans too. And leave your answers in the comments or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If, let's say hypothetically, we 2-4 now. Let's say we finish the season 7-10, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what if Dan or whoever gets impatient, they fire Ron? But like I said, I don't see it happening. But if they fire Ron, who would be your head coach candidate to replace Ron? I have 2. I only have 2. I have my eyes on 2. Hear me out. I want the damn defensive coordinator to be the head. I would take the defensive coordinator from the Baltimore Ravens as our head coach, and I would take Eric Bellamy from the Chiefs. Those are the only 2 dudes I have respect for right now. Oh, and then it's somebody else too. Is he a coach now? The dude Judge.
Joe Judge, yeah, he's the Giants head coach.
Yeah, okay, never mind then. But right, the Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator, he has a good track record. He's consistent. He knows how to put guys in the right position. Like if you watch Baltimore, they give up players here and there, dog, but they got dogs. They get rid of this is what I'm saying, bro. Baltimore has a scheme. Their defense has a scheme. Look who the players that they are draft and send them out the door. They don't give a fuck. They got rid of Judon. They got rid of the other vicious middle linebacker dude. Yeah, they had a couple years ago. He played for another team now, and he's still cooking. It's like, dog, I'm looking for consistency from certain players, for certain coaches. Like dudes is coming with it. Byron Leftwich, be honest with you, I give him a shot.
You want to know who I'm looking at? You know, as a head coach or offensive coordinator.
Saying if it was hypothetically, we're not saying this is going to happen because I don't see Ron get fired.
hypothetically, if Ron got fired in the next couple of weeks, the head
Even
coach
next
that
year.
would get the next year, who I would take, is two candidates right now, who I think is well deserving
Okay, I want to hear this.
to have a head coach. Offensive coordinator, Bill the Ball from the Bills. From the Bills. Bills offensive coordinator. Brian Dabble. Brian Dabble.
I was about to say, bruh, what he has, what, 2 good years so far? 2 years? Okay, I'll let you have that. Who else?
And offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich. Wouldn't mind having Byron back home.
Hey, Byron
Wouldn't
Josh
mind.
Stark, though. He's surprising me. Like, he's surprising me.
Yeah.
Even when he had Jameis Winston before Tom got there, he's still surprising because they were still putting the points in yards, regardless. His track record, he's going to get a head coach job. I think he deserves it. But I mean, the people that impress me personally, like I said, is Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bellamy. That dude's been consistent for years. And he's been under Andy's belt. So his play creativity and everything that he's been doing and coming up with, oh my gosh, I would love to have that in Washington. And then, like I said, the Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator, dude is good, Slim. Dude is good. And he don't get talked about that much. But dude is good.
Yeah,
and the Ravens defense is always in the top 10 every year.
Yeah, Brian DeBall, I love the way he calls the offense in Buffalo. I love how he calls the offense in Buffalo. And I don't think Buffalo is going to let him go. I don't think Buffalo is going to let him go, but I'm pretty sure if somebody call him for a head coaching job, and I think he's going to respectfully decline because he likes what's going on in Buffalo right now. Byron Leftwich, however, I think he is waiting for a call right now, and I think he's inching for that head coaching position. And right now, I would say bring Byron Leftwich back home.
I like that, but he's gonna have to find him a quarterback.
He will. You will be becoming a head coach. So yeah, you get to choose your quarterback, and definitely, like, I think, hypothetically, if Ron was to get fired in the offseason, those are the two candidates that I would choose to become a head coach. Is Brian DeBall and Byron Leftwich. I would even go as far.
Coordinators.
I would even go as far if I'm done with defensive coordinators becoming the head coach, and here's why: is because I feel like you can become an assistant head coach for all that. You can run the defense and also be the assistant head coach as well. But if I had to choose a defensive coordinator, it would be Joe Woods
from
the Browns. The Browns defensive coordinator. Here's why. That guy, he switched up that whole defense and how they run in Cleveland. And
the defense is a lot of first-round picks, bro.
I mean, because of Joe Woods. You can have a lot of first-round picks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got a lot of first-round picks. It's a lot better talent on that defense.
You can have a lot of first-round picks.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they pan out.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. I mean, we got a first-round defensive line.
You got the big dog on a D-line, bro. And you got Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
Myles Garrett, no?
Joe Woods, the way he calls the defense is just immaculate.
Better than Baltimore defensive coordinator?
Yeah. Honestly, I think
no.
I think so.
Bro, you talking about somebody who's been doing this for years.
I understand that.
Not somebody who just came in like 2 years ago and decided that, hey, no, I'm talking about somebody that's consistently good. Their defense is in the top 10 every year. And they
But
keep
here,
drafting very well on
but
defense.
see, but see, here's the thing about Dan Martindale though that I don't like
Mhm.
is he tends to be more conservative than my liking,
He
right?
blitz a lot.
And
And
yeah,
they run man. They run man.
he does blitz a lot and he run mans a lot, but you also have been seeing the outcome of that in a lot of these games where Lamar Jackson had to bail him out.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, this is an offensive league. I agree with that. But I would take a consistent top 10 defense over some dude that's come from 2 years.
I mean, Callahan was the offensive line coach.
Yeah, I miss him. I miss
Yeah.
Callahan, man. I ain't even gonna fake. I like him. He brought that old school approach, and Dwayne seemed like the grass onto it. But
However,
yeah,
however, however, next year I think we will be looking for a new offensive coordinator. I think that they will be looking to move on from Scott Turner
they're gonna
next
promote
season.
within.
I doubt it. And if they do,
Who's gonna want to come
and
here as an
hold on,
offensive
wait,
coordinator if they're already
and
an
and
offensive
and
coordinator
if
in
they
another spot?
do, let me tell you who I want.
Who?
The running back coach.
Our running back coach
Yeah.
to be the offensive coordinator.
Yes. Definitely.
I know who you're talking about. He's been on the team
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yes. Make him the offensive coordinator. Here's why.
He's good with running backs. I don't know. I mean, I don't never hear nothing extra about him. So I don't know. I wouldn't put that. Sounds like a good idea if you're gonna promote within. Yes, it sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, he does a very good job of running backs, and I think that's where you start. That's where you start. You know how to get the running game established, so it shouldn't be an issue with you bringing it in. We haven't seen a lot of running back coaches get promoted to offensive coordinator,
No, we really don't. That's a good point.
so that would be something different. Promoting from within, but promoting running backs coach as an offensive coordinator.
Because I don't honestly see somebody else leaving their team if they're already an offensive coordinator to come to us. He said a black dude from the Chiefs. Yeah, I said that. That's
Yeah,
Eric Bellamy. I would love for him to be a head coach for us.
Yeah, Eric Bieniemy, but Bieniemy made his decision, and Bieniemy he says that he's not going to leave Andy Reid. He's not going
So that means Andy going to pass the keys to him when Andy. If Andy
Yeah.
wins another Super Bowl, Andy probably going to retire.
No, I think Andy Reid might retire this season, regardless if he go to the Super Bowl or not. I think Andy Reid's going to go to.
Dog, I saw him on the sidelines, dog. Like, dog, man,
Yeah,
he don't be looking too good. It does look like he might hang it up this year, but I think if he's going to try to get one more from Mahomes, yeah, and then he's going to pass the reins to Eric.
Right. But hopefully, I guess we'll see the off season when the season is ending. All right. Without further ado, guys, you guys know what it is. Sponsor time. It's time to travel. It's time to travel like royalty. The HOGside is partnering with Royal Elite Travels, which is ran and operated by the Queen herself, Ashante Keener. All right. She's a travel agent. She works well with people. She's very easy to work with. So if you guys are looking to travel, I know the holidays coming up. You guys traveling for the holidays. I'm not sure how you guys like to travel. Champ, I know you like to travel. I like to travel, so make sure you guys.
I need another vacation, brother. I do it so bad,
so
bad.
Make sure that you guys definitely holler at her like ASAP. You guys need some information. I will be posting on the pages. So make sure that you guys definitely hit her up for travel details. Okay. Also, I want to also let you guys know that the HOGside is brought to you by Velocity Sports. You can join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all of your WFT updates and news and predictions. Speaking of predictions, bold predictions.
Lord.
Bold predictions. Week 7. Champ, let me hear it. Your bold prediction.
24-10.
You know what?
No. You know what? I'm going to say 35-21.
Ooh, Packers?
No, hell yeah. And this is the first time this season you heard I've never been so confident about us losing, period. We just blew 2 games back to back against solid teams that we should have won.
True Kid says 27-26.
Is that Packers? Hey, True Kid, is that Packers or us? Like which one?
I'm gonna say 24-21 Washington.
I'm not rooting for us on this. I can't. I just don't see it.
24-21
After what I just saw in
Washington.
person, after what I just saw in person just past Sunday with Mahomes did us.
24-21 Washington. Just like you said,
He said winning by a field goal with new kicker.
That was my stipulation too. Winning by a field goal with the new kicker. He didn't blow it. He blew it up. There we go. I'm using it early.
Mr. Blew It didn't blow it.
Yeah, right. But yeah, at 27-24, I'm sorry, 24-21 is the end game. Washington wins. Taylor Heineke gets 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Antonio Gibson gets a rushing touchdown. He makes his second 100-yard game.
When did he even have his first 100-yard game this year?
No, I'm sorry, he had 90 yards. My bad.
I'm about to say he hasn't even touched it yet. He's been productive though. He
gets his first 100-yard game this Sunday. I'm calling it.
I see 35, probably 21 or 20.
Yeah, they have a lot of open holes. They have a lot of open holes in their linebacker core. So definitely gonna be some area for Antonio Gibson to be able to get that 100-yard. All right.
Gotcha.
Oh man. Champ. Any final words, brother?
Man. Honestly, he said McClellan with 175. Hey, True Ken, don't see it. Don't see it.
Not with Taylor Heineke. I love Heineke. I love him.
Don't get it twisted. Terry could probably still get over 100 yards. I can see that happen, especially
he has to get 11
Alexander is not playing. Yes,
he has to get 11 catches. He has to get 11 catches. And
he might get less than that. He don't have to get 100 catches because the game before that, when he had his second 100-yard game, he only had like 6 or 7 catches for 100 yards.
Yeah, I agree.
If Antonio Gibson goes over 100 yards, then I think we'll win.
I agree.
But that comes to your boy not catching another sting or complaining that he's hurt. And it also comes down to what you call calling good plays finally. Like if you're running the ball very well, why would you stop?
Won't hold her breath on that one. But you guys know what it is. This is the HOGside. I'm your host, CJ the Hog, DMV the champ Brian. I have some news for you guys towards the end of the year. But towards the end of the year though. All right. I'm not going to spoil the moment yet, but I got some good news for you guys before the end of the year.
Yeah, you better go.
Again, I am CJ the Hog. This is DMV the champ Brian. We wish you guys a good evening, and you guys know what it is. See you guys Sunday. You know what, champ? We should definitely go have a pregame show.
I'm down, brother. Okay? I'm down. You just gotta let me know.
All right, so you guys definitely going to see us. 11:30, 12.
First of all, before we do that, let's ask the fans first if they want us to do a pregame show. If that's so, we want you guys to let us know right now. And also, you're gonna have to tell people. He said, "I'm down." True. We love the appreciation, man. But if you want to be down, we're gonna need you to spread the word for us, then, brother.
Yeah, definitely spread the word. We're gonna start doing some of these pregame shows.
I'm down with
pregame shows for these games. So definitely, if you guys definitely want this, definitely let us know. We also gonna be posting on the pages too. I know you guys haven't really been seeing us on the pages, but you definitely look us up on Twitter and on Facebook. We're going to be posting. So you guys haven't followed us yet, make sure you have followed. You guys see it on the handle right there at the HOGside, okay? And DMV Champ 85, you can follow him as well. You guys see his handle right there. Make sure you guys give us a follow. So on Sunday,
we follow back too. We follow back.
We definitely follow back. So On Sunday, if you guys wanted to do a pre-show, make sure you guys let us know. We down to do it for the fans. All right.
Yes, sir.
You guys have a great night, and thank you guys for tuning in. Again, you can catch us again at 7 p.m. every Wednesday at the HOGside. Make sure you guys check out our merch website if you guys haven't already. That's going to be released on the pages as well. So you guys have a good night.
All right, man.